And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kirbside Network presents Lord of the Rings.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And someone's got their audio all the way up. I wonder who it could have been. Tonight is the night of technical difficulties on every end of the camera tonight. So please be patient with us. We're very sorry. But we are live here on Kirbside Network with Lord of the Rings, Prince of Shadows. Thank you everyone for joining us here tonight. Sorry for the delayed start and sorry for missing last week, but some of us just weren't up to play physically. So we're glad that everyone's feeling better. We're glad that everyone's here tonight, and we're glad that you guys are here watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, on TikTok. We're not on Instagram tonight because it's being difficult. It's its own fault. But thank you everyone for liking, supporting. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitch, follow all our social media so you never miss whenever we go live for these excellent episodes. Shout out to our sponsors, Collected Comics and Games here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They have so much stuff for everyone. They've got dice, they've got minis, they've got books abound for your tabletop needs. They've also got a lot of comic books. Just about everyone here has some kind of weekly subscription from them. So go give them your business. They're wonderful people. We love them. And you're going to love all the products that they offer. And because their sale ends today, our dice sponsor, ST-Way Gaming, go check them out. They have a 30% off sale going on right now. Tonight is the last night. So if you want 30% off some of the best dice out there, some of the best you can get your hands on, now's the time. You can follow them on Facebook. You can find them on their website at ST-Way Gaming, or you can find them on Instagram. And, sorry, I'm trying to do this all. Confirmed this week. This is our last announcement before I give the floor to Tim. Confirmed this week, Kirbside Network will be at FateCon 2025 this September. So excited. We will have a Q&A panel for a bunch of us DMs here connected to the show. Thank you, FateCon, so much for this opportunity. We are ecstatic for it. So thank you so much. With that, Tim, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you. And welcome back to Middle-earth. I know we had a bit of a break there, but just as a refresher, when we last left off, the party had a little bit of a skirmish with goblins who had interrupted the festivities of the yearly festival commemorating the victory of Middle-earth in the War of the Ring. And well, this year's festival included a goblin attack, which that was a new event for this particular party.
Rinyor found it a bit tacky, to be honest.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks, Obsidian. Anyway, not me throwing shade. Anyway. We're already off the rails. Yeah, sorry. When we last left off, a goblin horde, not quite a horde, but a goblin clan of unknown origin. The only thing that you really identified was some markings on their armor and shields, which kind of resembled a golden crown. And that didn't really mean much to many of you, but there are many questions that need answering, and you might get a few of those answers tonight. After that attack, the party returned to the home of Willow Bracegirdle in Bree, where you found out that it had some extensive fire damage from the goblin attack on the town. That's where we left off, and as the four of you were huddled in the remains of Willow's home, a blue cloaked figure knocked at the door and stuck his head in, revealing himself to be, in fact, Alatar the Blue, a wizard that has some kind of interest in a lot of you. And that is where we're going to pick up. So, sorry for the lengthy intro, just trying to reset the board, so to speak. So, I've done a great deal of thinking on this. I do believe that this is going to be our first chance on stream to have the council mechanic come into play.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, I have been looking forward to this. I know this is a little informal to speak about it, but it is a new game for most of us. And so, we're kind of slowly dipping our toe in the water here. So, this will not just be a roleplay sequence between me and you guys. That is part of it, but we have our own little set of rules here, specifically in Lord of the Rings 5e, for a council. And that's what we're going to do now.
Oh.
I'm bringing up my rules.
Let's say,
That was kind of a, hey, let's all take a moment and prepare for what's happening.
Yes.
it's chapter 5, section 3.
I think page 95.
Sorry, section 2.
For those of you following at home with the book.
For those of you playing the home game.
Right?
Check.
It's almost a feel of turn to your Bibles.
Turn to Tolkien, chapter 1, verse 9. Fool of a took. Next time, cast yourself.
Throw yourself in next time. Rid us of your stupidity. Always remember, Pippin killed Gandalf. It's fine. Love you, Billy Boyd. But you killed Gandalf.
Oof.
Anyway,
That's rough, buddy.
yeah. Okay. So, as you guys may remember when we were kind of preparing for this game, when you go into these council, it is basically a social encounter. There are a couple rules with it. What you guys will do is, in fact, choose a spokesperson for the party. And basically that person is going to present you guys as a group. That person will handle some of the ability checks as you guys go through this verbal encounter. That will affect information or favors that you're trying to gather from this person or entity.
I think Renyor's the guy for the job, honestly.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Decide amongst yourselves, and then we'll get into like some of the role play part of this.
So, mechanics-wise, we're relying on a whole lot of charisma. If we want to low-key metagame. What's metagaming? Please don't tell me I'm the only charismatic person, because this is going to be bad.
The fun fact, Willow was going to nominate Bagomir because he seems to be knowledgeable of, the fellowship and whatnot. And so that was going to be her thing of looking to you to talk to this guy about what is it that he wants.
Joy. I hate it here.
Okay, I have a question for the DM.
Certainly.
Is this particular moment right now, is this the players discussing who's gonna take the discussion, or is it the characters?
This is over the table discussion right now.
Well, then,
this is our first time. Listen, I know this feels informal. This is the first time running a mechanic for the stream like this. Mm-hmm. I'm giving you guys, we're using training wheels right now.
I actually have a point.
I was going to suggest Bagomir because he has had a conversation with Alatar before.
Yeah.
Also, Renyor has as well.
We know.
We all know how that went, Renyor.
Yeah, all that.
We know. Alatar, because of the specific nature of Vagamir and Alatar's previous interaction, I would like to attempt an old lore check again, because to kind of see what I may know or what I may have heard about this man, seeing as I now know he is Alatar the Blue. Um, would I be allowed to do that?
I would allow that.
And if
Okay.
so, can Renyor get in on that just for his own purposes?
I'm not going to allow that for this one because that would be like
Damn.
a verbal,
Okay.
like almost like a skull session between the two of you, and he's
Yeah,
standing
I
right
see what you
there in
mean.
the room, you know. So this is going to be for Bagomir alone.
Very well.
Not great, guys. You know what? I'm gonna spend a fellowship point.
Hey!
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
2 new mechanics?
Oh
We
my!
have
Two for
the-
the
What?
price of one, baby.
We remembered we have those this week,
Right?
What are those? Right.
Uh,
So that means I roll with advantage, right? Or do I re-roll?
Let's look this up so I don't make a. I don't want to make a bad call here. So, new mechanic, who this?
This new mechanic is brought to you by.
All right.
It's brought to you by Raise Energy, available at ripsports.com.
Fellowship rating.
Actually, no, this new mechanic is brought to you by ST-Way Gaming, our dice sponsors, because they are having a 30% off sale. And if you miss out, then we're very sorry that you didn't get the opportunity to buy you some beautiful dice by an excellent creator. Shout out to Jason, the owner.
I'm having some difficulty finding it, guys. If you guys...
Chapter 2, new rules. The company. The group of player heroes is more than a. Yep. Let you go ahead with that.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. And additionally, fellowship points can be spent to trigger special effects tied to the company's patron, which we haven't established one yet. Gain advantage
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
on any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Nice. So since I had already, you know what? I forgot what I rolled, so I'm just gonna roll again. And the advantage in this game is 46 instead of you re-roll 2d20s.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. Oh, that is well, moderately better. 15.
15. Okay.
15
Also,
old lore.
15 of old lore, and in particular with your character, and their interests.
Proclivities.
Their interests, I'll say. You know that there's not a whole lot about Alatar that is public knowledge. Alatar is a very mercurial member of his order, along with the other blue wizard whose name kind of escapes you in this moment. You know there's more than one, though.
Okay.
Alatar is, as far as the events of the War of the Ring, his whereabouts were unknown during the entire war. You don't... This is definitely an entity whose, if you're going off reputation, there's so little to go off of.
Okay. Gotcha. But
in this moment appears to be a empathetic influence.
Okay. But he has heard of him, yes?
Yes, you
Okay.
have heard of him.
Okay. So Bagomir, he's still embracing Willow. He, gently just he looks up and he while still holding Willow, says, "Ah, Master Alatar, I fear you have caught us at not the greatest of times and not the happiest.
You see as the figure kind of he had to kind of stoop, very reminiscent of Gandalf stooping into Bag End. He had to kind of stoop to kind of get through the doorway, and then he kind of, as he stands, very similar, kind of like the presence fills up a portion of the room, and not menacingly. It's just this is a tall and commanding presence. It almost seems like there's an aura about him that is settling, kind of puts you at ease. All of you. If you would, Bagomir, since you have initiated, would you please make me a charisma check?
If I read correctly, let me find it because I just saw it. Come on. Council. May I make an argument for persuasion in this case?
In what way?
I see your point. Yeah, I can't even argue that. Right, so just straight charisma.
Charisma check.
Right, let's go. Come on, good dice.
Oh no. Well, we're off to a fantastic start.
Bagomir,
I'm sure it was good.
I must ask.
6.
6 total. Okay.
3 plus 3.
No.
Okay. That's good to know.
Cool. So, whenever he spoke to him, he may have sounded a little bit more gruff than he intended, and these dice are going in dice jail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
I think right.
how
Burn
sad
those later.
How sad for him. All right. You see as unfazed and face not telling one way or another, this ancient looking old man but powerful presence kind of takes it, kind of like the remnants of what was like a small like ottoman, and kind of pulls over a place for him to sit down as he kind of gets low and sits, and starts to pull out his pipe, and he starts cleaning the inside of his pipe.
Willow is going to she's sniffling and using a little handkerchief to dry her eyes some, and she says, I had some pipe weed, and perhaps I can see if I can find you some more. You can have what I had in my pocket.
You see as a small wry smile kind of comes over his lips, and he just kind of nods to you and says, I have my own, thank you. I am quite distressed to see that your home here was not unscathed by the attack on the town. I had fears that the goblins they are becoming bolder. I had fears that they might try something like this. Bree is not the only town to have suffered these probing assaults, although as you can see, they did not stay long. I fear what their true intent was. If I may ask you, I have given you my name. Perhaps you all could give me yours.
Bowen will step forward, still
Yeah.
still holding helmet in his arm, having removed it recently. I am Bowen, son of Owen.
He kind of nods toward you.
I am Wilhelmina, but please call me Willow.
He kind of nods, looks at the others.
Renyor is gonna turn and offer a semi bow just in greeting, and Renyor question.
Nods.
Tim, I'm sending you a message really quick.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that was a... I will say that's your choice.
Okay. Am I still operating off of the Nat 1 from earlier?
No.
Cool.
That was a separate thing, I'll say.
Okay, awesome. Because otherwise this is going to be really hilarious. Bagmir just nods and because he introduced himself earlier, he's like, Bagmir, son of Baamir.
He kind of politely nods to you. I have asked many of my allies and to gather information, all that I could get my hands on. These goblins are entirely more organized than I have seen in recent years. I would ask each one of you, is there any help that you could offer? Any information that you know? Did you notice anything during the attack? Is there anything that struck as odd to you?
Do we still have some of the pauldrons that have the gold crown on them? Did we pick those up, or did we just kind of leave those on the body? Retroactively say we snatched one.
Did any of you grab one?
I did not. I don't think.
Was not a stated action.
Yeah.
Thought someone did.
I thought one of you did.
I thought we grabbed one just so we
Right.
could get a good look at it.
Okay.
But I don't think we, we didn't loot all the bodies, but we grabbed
No.
a symbol of, hey, this could be a thing later.
Okay. Let's see. Bowen.
Yes.
Just go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay.
This is the first D20 roll of the game, guys.
15.
15. Very good. Bowen, you kind of fumble through your pockets and you do find it was a like a piece of leather armor, but it wasn't completely intact. It was like a shard.
Right.
But it was a piece that you cut and removed that holds that golden crown symbol. Very kind of crudely painted.
Yeah, I find it and I produce it. We found this on one of the archers.
You see as the old man kind of just holds out an outstretched hand. May I see it?
Of course. And hands it over.
Kind of brings it closer to like the candlelight and the firelight and the fireplace, and this is very similar to a symbol I've seen before. They might not be related. And he pulls out from his pouch a kind of like a piece of like a ribbon or banner, and kind of unfolds it, and it actually unfolds into like a flag. And kind of like the edges are tattered, but the flag itself with a black background, you see a kind of like very similar crown, but the crown rests on top of an elven rune, or not an I won't I'll speak out of turn. Not an elven rune, but a rune in gold over the black background. It appears to be one letter.
I assume none of us
Can I-
recognize the language.
I was going to say, can I see if I recognize it?
What languages do you speak and or
Let
know?
me see.
Sindarin and Westren.
Western, Khazad-dûl, and Orc.
I don't know where I'm.
I just have
Okay.
Western.
Bowen,
Yes.
you recognize the rune.
Okay.
It is an orc.
Mm-hmm.
It is the letter R. Capital R. So it is an R with a golden crown over top of it.
Bowen will take a second after recognizing it. Kind of give like the room a quick look, because he doesn't know all of these people super great.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna have to go out on a ledge here and trust the one that he doesn't like, and then the two that are also here.
Gee, who could that be?
And he will share that information. I recognize this. That is the it is the language of Orc. It is the letter R underneath a golden crown.
Can Renior see if he recognizes that? I'm proficient in old lore. I'm trying to get some use out of it.
Yes. I'm going to say for all four of you, this is a very important.
Your mic cut out, Tim. Right at important, it cut out. This is an important.
Do we dance when he freezes or when he cuts out? I can't remember.
We used to do random dance parties when he froze.
Yeah, usually when I froze.
Oh.
Is there
so what I said was that will be an old lore check for everyone.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, don't forget, because of my nat 1 earlier, we have a new fellowship point back.
Yay.
So
that is very important.
Do we know how many of those we have?
We have 4. We have 1 for each player.
Okay, understood.
Are you ready for totals?
'Yes.
Did not roll
18.
13.
18. 13.
11.
11.
16.
16. Okay, 50% pass rate there. Willow and Renor. Okay. I'm going to say that this is going to be a little bit of agency given to both of you on where you might have heard these rumors from. Because each of you probably heard these rumors from different sources. But you both have heard the rumor that upon Sauron's defeat, there was a power vacuum, and that the remaining orcs in Middle-earth kind of were disorganized and scurried about, and they were kind of all but eradicated by the structure brought by King Elisar. You have heard rumors that there is a band of orcs known as the Remnant that have somehow, very similar to this goblin attack at Bree, they have become more organized. They are equipped, structured, not as weak as they have been in the recent years. And both of you have not seen physical evidence of that until today.
This is definitely something Renyor would have just heard about, pub talk as he's been traveling. He just is, he's drifting around, he's doing his stuff, and he's definitely heard talk of people in, hushed whispers and that of the like as he's been around. And, he just chalk it up to some drunk guys telling tall tales, but finding this is like, oh, okay, maybe obviously there's something to this.
Willow likely heard it, given that, of course, Saruman caused a lot of trouble in the Shire, to say the least. She's heard it in Bree, traveling, things like that, between home and Bree, of these things.
Okay. The blue figure in the room, who has remained silent after presenting the banner, and kind of hands it to you, Bowen, for, just to, you're more than welcome to pass it around and get a good look at it.
Yeah.
He kind of...
I'll take it from him and pass it to Bagomir.
While that's happening, quick sort of above the table question. Is there any sort of stigma against knowing Orcish? Like, would it be questionable that Bowen knows Orcish, or is this just like, is that normal? Is that fine?
Are you just looking for like as a
just like as a role play
as a
point,
social oddity?
Yeah, as a social, like, is this like World War II and your buddy starts speaking German in the pub?
Right. Right.
It's 1944. Why can he speak German?
Like 1970s, your friend speaking Russian.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's interesting.
How fascinating that you can read a language that nobody likes.
I think that you should make a choice on whether that's strange to you or not. There's nothing. I won't. There's no pre-existing stigma against that, I'll say.
Okay, cool. Sorry, just had to ask.
That's
so Bagomir examines the banner. What kind of material is it made out of? Like, is this human skin? What are we looking at here?
Give me an
Oh, hey, look, that's a belly button.
Oh yeah, right.
Wrong campaign.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Am I good with I'm not good with investigation. Am I good with anything? Let's find out.
Dice tell the story.
I just threw dice everywhere. That's fair. I'm quitting. I resign. Somebody else can take my spot, because that is my second set of trip ones.
Ooh.
We might have to switch Cody back to D20s.
Total of 5.
Well, you get another fellowship point, guys.
Hey.
Which, by the way, you could use to re-roll that. I'm just throwing that out
there.
I mean,
I'm gonna burn that. Yeah, we're gonna. You guys are in dice jail now too. I'm running out of dice to put in dice jail here, y'all.
Are we always at 4 on the fellowship points, and then whenever somebody hits trip ones, we go back to 4? We didn't have like 3 because he'd used one, and then we hit trip ones and got one more.
He earned a point earlier, so you're like 5 out of 4 right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're up 1, so we can burn one. Okay, yeah. I understand it. It's incremental.
Yeah. That's how I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, we started it for burned 1, gained 1. Now we've gained another. We're gonna burn another, so we're back to 4.
This wasn't even worth it. Freaking 12.
It's better than a nat 1.
It is better than a nat 1.
Yeah, you don't get much to go off of.
Okay, is it not like just really rough? Like no texture, anything, nothing.
I'll say this.
I'm not looking for like.
It's enough to know that it's not made out of like human skin or anything.
Okay, that's nice.
It's a cloth of some kind.
Okay.
Nothing really important or distinguishable about it.
Has this knowledge of the remnant's existence been passed on to the group yet, or are Rinior and Willow still sitting tight on that one?
That is an excellent question. That's up to you guys.
Sagan,
you're muted.
Oh.
So more than likely, Willow's going to perk up a little bit and say, I've heard of the remnant a little bit. In Bree is talk of like rogue power vacuum, I believe the word was, of someone trying to find a ruler for these orcs after Sauron made a fuss and whatnot. You can tell she's very salty on top of everything else. By the way, Bowen, how can you read it?
Well, to be really good at getting rid of one's enemies, you have to know them.
Insight check.
Well, an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Swear to God.
I guess I would roll persuasion or deception, my choice.
12.
By the way, Bagomir, since we are now in the, I'd say the interaction stage of all of this, because of that earlier failed check, the entire party has disadvantage on any checks until this council is over.
What? It does, huh?
Yeah.
That hardly seems fair.
Excellent.
It is right there under the introduction.
I hate it here.
It's okay. We're having fun. We're
doing this. This is great, guys. I love it.
I love it here. This is the best thing ever.
So, I'm gonna have new use for these 2 jagged knives in my inventory.
Right. That opposed persuasion versus insight check was a 15.
Yeah, cool. You're on the up and up. Yeah. So you mentioned Willow mentioned about the remnant. Bowen mentioned the orcish. Collecting information from last time, we discovered, correct me if I'm wrong, they must have a hiding spot that is nearby. Yes? Yeah? Did we come to that conclusion?
From what I recall, the direction that they came from, we think they couldn't have traveled, that organized that far our direction without having like a base camp of sorts, was what I remember.
I don't have the map open right now, but I believe we said that they fleed to the north to the woods above Bree.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So kind of just turning the banner over in his hands, trying to like make sense of everything, and he's piecing stuff together. Bagomir mentions to Alatar, with the timing of the attack yesterday and everything else that's going on. No, today. We're still on the same day. My bad.
It's late. It's
Time
okay.
skip.
Yeah, it's okay.
With the timing of the attack and everything else going on, I think there's a good chance they're in the woods north and they're probably still there. They had to have come from there and they didn't travel far during the day.
I mean, I'm all down for a reconnaissance mission for a counterattack of sorts, but I do need to sort out the arrow through my chest sooner rather than later.
I thought you had that scene about.
What?
He's bandaged. He's not healed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm still hurting pretty bad over here.
Over the table, Renor could do with a night's rest.
I think 3 of the 4 of us are injured.
Yep.
I'm real injured over here.
Yeah, you guys, a couple of you took a beating. The blue figure, at kind of listening to all of you kind of share what you've been willing to be open about. Alatar kind of stares into the fireplace for a moment, now actually smoking from his pipe, and starts to speak, not directly towards one of you at all, just kind of to the room. His focus never leaving the fireplace, and just says, There are several options that we might take. I believe that investigating Bree, maybe possibly to find out why they were here, is one option. Another option is following them into the woods to see where they came from. There's another option. It's perhaps to go to the Shire. I've heard rumors that these goblin attacks are very vast and widespread over Eriador. Perhaps we could gather more information there.
Just at the mention of the Shire, Bagomir just lights up. Like, it is very, very disrespectful considering he's in someone's burned out home and he's just giddy like a child. So he's like, okay, so we have a plan. Rainier, you go follow them by yourself.
What?
Bowen,
Split the
Willow, me, let's
party.
go to the Shire.
One of you goes to the woods. One goes to the Shire. One goes. No way this could go wrong.
I mean, Renyor is just been a few years since he's been back to the Shire. So
Alatar also follows up with, I believe there are certain things here that are all happening at once, but I cannot connect them, and I believe that they are.
if I may ask, Master Alatar, why us? We were just 4 people who happened to be in the right place at the wrong time. What about the man who's laid up in the inn? He is the hero. Not us.
Farion fought well, and you would do well to speak with him
Hold on.
before you make any decision.
Can I get a spelling on that name?
I was about to ask the same thing, please.
Farion, Farion.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And he kind of, to explain a little bit, Farion is one of the Dunedain, and I asked him to come to this festival and to report anything that was out of the ordinary. Unfortunately, upon meeting with him here, we both found what we were looking for.
I mean, I know Rainior's a prick for an elf, but I wouldn't call him out of the ordinary.
And I wouldn't call the guy in the only hero.
As to why I'm asking you lot for help, you all seemed the most capable when the goblins attacked. You stood your ground. You showed courage in the face of an unknown enemy. That speaks much of your mettle.
Master Alatar, there was one goblin who was a bit different than the others. He's on that big wolf thing.
He was on a
Warg.
I was gonna say, would Bowen know what a warg is?
Nature check.
Does Rainior know,
Also
or shall I
roll-
roll a nature as well?
Go ahead, everybody. Let's make it
Okay.
a nature check for the whole party. It's a disadvantage, though.
Oh, see, but I actually killed this roll, so
It's all ability checks.
Dang.
So I have
10.
advantage on nature checks that involve orcs. Does this count?
No, because it's
No.
not related to an orc.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And disadvantage
Amounts,
is like
Fair enough.
3 and under.
3 and
are-
under do not count. They count as a 0. And if you get 2 that are 3 and under, well, no, that's combat. Never mind.
No, that's combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 3 and under are 0s.
yeah, anything 3 and under misses. 18.
Man,
It's two
Ah.
two ones and a 2.
Ooh,
that's 2 3s and a 2.
Well,
10.
looks like 10. No. Renor, all right, and the original question was if you knew what a warg was.
Yes.
mhm.
Okay, yes, Renor, you are aware of these almost like, I'll say, buffalo-sized wolves that function as mounts for orcs or goblins, as the case may be.
Mhm.
Usually they're bred and trained as mounts.
I'm not surprised you lot didn't remember, but sometimes the orcs ride those into battle as they're ferocious on their own, but
At that
they're normally
Bagomir,
bred and trained for
at
such
that
purposes.
Bagomir, you immediately remember hearing stories of that in the War of the Ring, and you're kind of like, "Yep."
Yeah, that tracks. Can Bagomir give any sort of relatively accurate description of what the orc / goblin / whatever it was riding the warg?
The goblin
Yeah,
captain.
I'm not going to make that all that difficult because all
Okay.
4 of you saw this orc. So between the 4 of you, you should be able to like finish each other's sentences and
Cool.
at least give a police description. Of,
Yeah.
And Bagomir describes in painstaking detail how he pulled off Aemir's spear throw.
Yeah. That's a worthy note to add to that. You see as expressionless. The wizard just listens to you, all of you. And he just kind of nods, and removing the pipe from his mouth, he almost makes a noise, which at first you don't quite get that it's a name. And he says, Gurglak.
Gurglak.
It's untied.
Yes.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yes, that is correct. And he doesn't leave it hanging. He just says it out loud. And he says,
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Gurglak is, well, one of the more fiercest of the goblin warriors that I've ever come across. Very skilled, very brutal. You saw him tonight.
Not only did we see him, Bowen shot his warg with an arrow. It was a really good shot, too.
Thank you. Thank you.
He even beat Rinyor.
I don't know if we would describe it as beating, but
Well, your arrows missed, didn't they?
enough of my arrows landed.
You do see Bowen, give me, I'm gonna say perception.
Okay. Is this because... Just checking something. Yep. Okay, perception.
Just remember it's a disadvantage.
Yep. Oh, I know.
Sorry.
I know.
Sorry,
That
guys.
is,
I tried.
A whopping 9.
9. Okay.
9.
You don't see everything, but what you do catch is eyebrow, like kind of like an eyebrow twitch on Alatar's part at the mention that you guys fired arrows and actually 1 or 2 landed, and it just a subtle acknowledgement from the wizard, and once again, kind of Alatar, from what you've just observed so far of conversing with him, not nearly as animated as maybe what you would expect for a wizard. Very subdued, very nonplussed, very he doesn't make a big show out of anything that he says, or he doesn't like speak with his hands or anything. It's a very contained presence. He kind of nods and says, yes, Gurglak is kind of risen to prominence, so to speak. There are several notches on his javelin.
So after just taking all the information in, Bagamir's spinning everything around in his head like a puzzle, and he's alighted upon this possible, let's call it a plan. So how about this? We rest for tonight, because I'm hurt, Bowen's hurt, Rinyor, you just kind of look like that. And
I'll refer to the hole in my side.
tomorrow we speak with Farian, look around town, see if we can find out why they came here. And then we decide if we go to the Shire or into the woods.
I hate to say the ranger might have a point, but if I made a plan, it would sound similar to that.
Alatar just kind of remains very quiet and nods. If you'll permit me, and he now addresses Willow, you. And it's the first time that he's looked at any of you in the face. And you see as he grabs some of the ash from the floor and kind of starts rubbing it into his hands. And he blows into it. And it almost reignites the ash into a blue flame, which flickers and lands on some of the furniture and a few of the books on the shelves, and you almost all of you instinctively are like, why is he setting the place on fire again? And
Owen starts
as
reaching back.
Hands on a dagger.
yeah, as the blue flame starts to overtake a lot of the burnt furniture, the accoutrement of your living space, as the fire burns, the paintings that were scorched repair themselves. You see as several of the papers that were burnt ends on the edges and everything, and you see as the blue flame flickers over, the parchment is brand new. You see as several of the chairs, which the backs had been burnt off, you see as the wood repairs itself, as the blue flame, as if it was a blaze, but it fixes as the flame spreads, and you see as the furniture repairs itself, and you see is where the one of the windows that had been busted through, and the lattice in the between starts to repair itself, almost as if it had been painted yesterday.
But when we'll slowly
given a few
start
minutes,
letting go of the.
Given a few minutes, the flame spreads to the entire home.
So Willow is actually going to walk up to some books that were. So now that everything is like looking as it is when she left, there's like papers and books on the floor and whatnot. It looks like she's an avid reader or whatnot, and so she's gonna gingerly pick up one of the papers to see if what just happened is real.
You pick up a paper, and on it was actually, this particular paper was actually a recipe, originally passed down from would be your great grandmother on the brace girdle side, and you remember actually a few stains at the bottom of the page where the recipe had been used during the cooking process.
Mm-hmm.
And those stains are gone. It's as if the recipe itself had been written on a brand new piece of parchment.
She's going to turn around and she says, and
it is physical. It's corporeal. It's not like an illusion. I'm sorry.
I can't recall the name immediately, but it's in one of my pa's books. And you're one of them, like Gandalf, correct?
He's a wizard.
You see a smile come over the wizard's face, and he kind of very slowly nods, and Gandalf was one of my order. Yes. Radagast the Brown. Saruman, the leader of our order.
Yes,
Oh, that's politer than I heard him called.
I have not had run-ins, but I lost my father to his chaos in the Shire. And I thank you. I really do. She's taken aback, and she's just happy to see her home again. I don't know how to repay you.
Destruction in this world causes so much pain. But if we focused our efforts more on building a better future, I think Middle-earth might just stand a chance. If you all will, I think that it would be prudent for us to speak with one other person before calling it a night. And as he says that, the flame the flames return back behind him, and the last thing that is repaired is the door that was slightly ajar and busted from where he walked in, and you see as the flames reach the door rights itself, rehinges itself, and even Willow, when that door was installed by your father, he wasn't the best carpenter, so it would always be one of those things where the door would catch and you would have to put more weight on it to close it flush, and it now closes perfectly. And you see as the blue flame dissipates and just extinguishes itself.
Well, I guess now I can treat you guys to a proper rest in my home.
Incredible.
But before that, Master Alatar, who is this other person we should speak with?
Oh, forgive me for not clarifying. I was speaking of my ranger friend, Farion.
Oh, so do that tonight instead of tomorrow?
Now over the table. Completely up to you guys.
I mean, a rest sounds better to Rinyor, but
When last we left... Go ahead.
I was
going to say, yeah. Go ahead.
Last time we spoke with him, he was not in quite the talking condition.
He basically did surgery. He's recovering.
You know, unless you can give him some of that blue fire and make him better.
There's a chuckle from the Alatar, and he's just, I wish it worked like that.
If blue fire was a solution all along, you've just been standing there. Well, realistically, let's be honest. Do we see him making it through the night? Do we have the luxury of rest and answers?
Rinyor, ladies and gentlemen, saying the quiet part out loud.
We can always check. We can go check his condition before going. He'll be all right.
might be worth stopping by real quick just to see if he's gonna make it through the night.
Ooh. Yikes.
Fair point. The elf has a point. And not just his ears.
If that is the consensus of the party here, wow.
What's with the stray, dude?
Oh no, that was aimed. Don't you worry. Directly at him.
What I was gonna say was, if that is gonna be the will of the party here to go talk to Farion before calling it a night, I think this is a good place to take just a quick little 10-minute break.
Agreed.
In kind of like, scene transition. So
yeah,
let's take a little 10-minute break here.
Perfect.
Slide transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Kirbside Network, Lord of the Rings, Prince of Shadows. Thank you for being patient while we took a quick break, quick siesta. And now we're back. We're live. Tim, the floor is yours.
Awesome. It will not be mine long, because basically what is happening here is we are going to continue this council, except we're just going to add a new person into the mix. Ooh. And we're going to transition scenes basically from the inside of Willow Brace Girdle's home to one of the upper rooms of the Inn of the Prancing Pony, where Farion is in bed and convalescing his wounds, and where you guys are going to try to get maybe some answers out of him. So the council is still active. To set the scene, it is nighttime. We're talking late. We're talking about like 9-10 o'clock at night. And Alatar leads the way as he uses his staff to kind of rap on the door, and he is allowed in. You see as there is one hooded figure who answers the door, similarly garbed to Farion. This appears to be another ranger. And this ranger lets Alatar and the rest of you, he kind of like carefully, you definitely feel like you're being once-overed by the security guard. Basically making sure he gets a good look at each of your faces and everything as you walk in.
Specifically, just really quick, when we left the Hobbit hole, Bowen would have put his helmet back on, and as we arrive, we'll say in the doorway, he's like in the process of taking it back off. Almost like a person who takes their hat off when entering a home.
Yes, gotcha.
Very much the same energy. Just
Alatar approaches the bed where Ferion is in. Ferion appears to be asleep, but you do see as he is heavily bandaged. Those bandages have already, you see the red stain through on a lot of those bandages. It does not look good. If anybody would like to make a medicine check, you may.
I would. I actually would like to make a medicine check.
And just friendly reminder, we're still at disadvantage. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Hey, that's a good roll, though.
That's actually not bad.
11.
13.
13.
17.
17.
Seven.
7?
Hold on. 11.
11. Okay. Bagomir and Bowen. You get the best. We'll say. Sorry, the word's escaping me. You have the best understanding of the severity of the wounds. Bagomir, these wounds aren't healing well. You notice a kind of like a foul odor.
Oh, that's not good.
Bowen,
Yes.
you inspect a little closer. It doesn't appear that it's poisoned or anything. You just note that the wounds are not healing well. And if you speak to Ferion, you may not have long. These wounds will probably take him.
Renior, aren't your people supposed to be able to bring others back from the brink of death when they're like this?
Yeah, that's why he's at the bed and not still in the street.
Yeah. I mean, we did patch his wounds. He didn't die on the spot. We've done what we can, but I mean, can I make another? I mean, another medicine check isn't the right thing to ask. I don't know. Is there any? Do I know of anything else that I could possibly do? I mean, old lore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Old lore and nature I'm proficient in, so if I would know something in that regard.
I'll let you choose between the two, nature or old lore, to see if there's anything that you could.
I'll go old lore.
With my knowledge of, like the history of the War of the Ring and everything, is there any argument that, in all the stories, is there any argument that I could get him some advantage on here? With the help action?
Or perhaps just not roll at disadvantage?
Well, that would be the advantage. It would cancel it out.
Okay, word.
I will give you the help action here, and
Hell yeah.
I will make it a straight roll for you, Renor.
Looking good. 17.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Renor, basically between you, Bowen, and Bagomir, you know that Ferion's time is running short.
Yeah.
The wounds were just too grievous, too deep. You have prolonged, his passing. but it might be hours, I would say.
So I'm gonna just turn back to the group and be like, so Farion's gonna die. But it'd probably be best if he didn't. We don't say that. Don't want to send him into shock or anything like that.
Oh, you're whispering this, huh?
Yeah, I've turned back to the group and I'm like, okay, he's gonna die. He.
Your bedside mannerisms are impeccable.
Yeah. And then I'll turn back and be like, Farion, man, it looks good. I'm glad to see you're bouncing back. Oh. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions, maybe?
Oh gosh.
You're
Oh
just going
gosh.
right for it. You're just going right for it.
Oh.
Um,
Oh man.
you
I think I
kind
need a
of
drink.
Willow doesn't even like, go to the equivalent of a church, and she's just like praying.
I'll say
I mean,
Willow.
what's he gonna do? Get out of bed?
Uh, Willow, I'm gonna say because you weren't a part of that process, you're the only one that notices like Alatar kind of cut his eyes at the irreverence of the moment, and it's a subtle passing thing, but you did catch it. Um, but you do see as Alatar kind of rests his staff up next to the hearth in the room, and he does once again kind of grab a chair and sit close to the bed and try to gently get Farion's attention. And you do see his Farion's eyes do slightly open, and his eyes kind of take a minute to adjust, and then focus on you guys, and kind of a weak smile kind of comes across his face, and he goes, ah, "Did we win?"
Well, we chased them off.
Good, very good. You kind of notice he's weak voice.
Master Farian, we talked with Alatar a bit. Think they're part of something called the Remnant. And the one who did this to you is Gurglak.
You see is where his head kind of raised a little bit to address you all. You see as his head kind of drops back, not just in like a resignation, and just like a heavy breath, a heavy groan. Gurglak. I have met him once before. If you if you ever are unfortunate enough to get close to him, you'll note a scar on the side of his neck.
I assume.
I made that.
I was going to say, I assume you're the one that gave him such a memorable token.
Yes, I was going for the head.
Seems he's returned the favor.
Fortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. You all have questions?
Well, we put our heads together. Save for Rainier, he hasn't got much of one. And we're trying to think of what brought them here. Do you have any ideas?
I was new to town upon the attack. I had only been here but for maybe a day. I came from the north. I was actually in the Barrow Downs. I I originally had heard rumors of you see as he kind of takes a minute. I had heard rumors of goblins raiding crypts and tombs in the Barrow Downs. And I was inspecting and investigating that when I heard word that Master Alatar needed me here. I was supposed to meet him here. Shortly after, that's when the goblins attacked. I don't have the proof, but I believe that these goblins have a purpose. I believe they're searching for something. I don't know what.
Is there any particular reason they might search here? What could they have hoped to find? Is it something to do with the festival being a celebration of the end of the War of the Ring?
Okay, Renor.
If I'm supposed to believe that these guys have filled a power vacuum after Sauron?
Okay.
I have something
Renor?
after Renoir.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
Insight or a charisma check.
Ooh. I'll go insight.
Okay. Before you roll, does anybody want to help him before he rolls a disadvantage?
I don't know how. Repeat the question.
He's trying to figure out if anybody could know what these goblins were searching for.
If they've been going around, okay. I mean, I tried not to rephrase the same question again. I'm just like, what? Man, is it like, oh, they were just trying to crash a festival just to, stick it to the man, or are they?
Could they have been following someone? And
based
Bowen is going to pull out the coin he recovered from the river.
You see his Alatar kind of eyes fixes on the coin. And you see his Ferion's eyes get kind of wide. And you see as from the bed, he doesn't even reach out. You just see in the bed his hand kind of flips over as if to hold his hand out.
Bowen will place the coin in his palm.
And he kind of, not even looking at it, Ferion is like inspecting it with his thumb, running over the ridges of the coin. And he finally takes a moment to kind of look at it. This is a coin from the old kingdom, the old northern kingdom, and he hands it back to you. Old lore!
Yeah.
To whoever wants it.
Yeah.
So I still have that insight. I don't know if we're coming back to that. I did roll. Okay, so I did roll. I don't know if anybody helped me or not or whatever.
Well, we're kind of discussing that. We haven't made that insight roll yet. I'll say.
So when the time comes, will you have me re-roll it, or because I have the numbers, but you tell me, I will happily re-roll
it. Yes, because a lot of this is going to lead to.
All good.
Yep. That is a very important question. Let's put it that way.
18.
18.
Also an 18. This is the highest I've rolled.
Let's go.
10.
18.
Let's go.
Some of the dots are connecting for all of you. Amongst you, and you can RP out how it is that you all relay this to each other, or if it's like a group conversation where everybody helps each other figure it out. you know that in the Barrow Downs are several crypts, several burial grounds. The question is, who was buried there? The elder ancient Dunedain of the old Northern Kingdom are buried in the Barrow Downs. What you observed is that there had been supposedly some grave robbers who were trying to find valuables. Now you have word that Farion was heard that the goblins were raiding crypts and tombs. And they're looking for something.
MacGuffin?
Super MacGuffin.
I couldn't hear you, Cam. Are you?
Both. I said Super MacGuffin.
I was gonna say McMuffin.
They're looking for the Maltese Falcon.
Can we do? This is a big ask. Can we do a group riddle roll to piece this together? Did we lose Tim?
I
Is he
think
frozen?
Tim is frozen.
Tim is frozen.
Dance party.
Random dance
Yeah.
party.
He'll bounce back.
Back when I still edited the videos, I legit had a dance party track that I would play whenever Tim would freeze.
Oh, this is a common occurrence.
It used to be really bad when he there he is.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
back.
it's weird. I've got the expensive stuff. Well, I don't know why I lost it.
Yeah, he back in the day he didn't have the strongest of internets.
No, not at all.
And so whenever he'd freeze during the stream, it would we started making a joke of it.
Okay, so to answer your question, yes, you can make a riddle roll. I'm gonna say one of you though, and this is gonna be an ability check.
Could we help, perhaps?
I think that would be prudent at this time.
So my riddle is a +2. I'm guessing that's not the greatest. Who's got what?
Hi.
Willow.
Willow, my dear, take it away.
Crazy how that happens.
Okay.
And then we were allowed to help to make no disadvantage, correct?
Correct.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
So definitely Mr. Inking this right now.
Yeah.
Come on, Velma. You got
All
this.
right.
Of course, the Hobbit would be good at riddles.
Okay, hold on. You messed up my math. 17.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now, hang on to that 17, Willow, because now I'm doing a little of my style of DMing here.
Here we go.
That roll is gonna go with Renor's insight roll. So, Renor, what was that insight roll that you had?
So it was a 5, a 4, and a 1, but I don't know if anybody helped me. So if there's disadvantage,
I was trying to help with the coin.
Yes. So it is not a disadvantage.
okay. So in that case, oh man, 5 and 1 is 6, plus 4, 10, 13, plus my modifier.
Your modifier should be what, 2
For insight is plus 3.
plus 3, 16.
Oh, is it?
No, he was saying the total was 13 because he
Oh,
got
the
5,
total
4,
was
and
Yeah,
1.
total is
Yeah,
13.
13.
Yes,
Got you,
yeah. No, sorry.
Got you. Okay.
I had to do my
okay.
math out loud.
Okay, not bad. Here, okay. Here's what I'm going to give you. With your
All the
combined
answers.
rolls, yeah, right. With your combined rolls, you now have figured out that the attacks by these goblins are not random. They are organized. They have a purpose. These goblins are searching for something. And with what Farion is telling you, he was finding out that they were basically grave robbing, looking for something. Now the question lies on why would the goblins attack Bree and attack during the middle of a festival?
I have a question. Sorry, no, carry on. You may be about to answer that.
This is where we come to a very important part of the council. Somebody is going to need to make a charisma persuasion roll on Alatar.
Renyor is not charming. If anything, that's not him.
So here's the thing,
You're-
guys. I have a +7.
Yeah.
I don't have a great track record with this.
You have not ingratiated yourself very much to Alatar. And basically with how this whole council started, it kind of didn't start on a good foot here. So, the DC is high.
I have a +3.
Really quick sort of aside. Has Bowen told us about his overhearing of the conversation with the Tomb Raiders? No? Okay.
No, he has only explained that he has that coin, that he found
Okay.
that coin.
I thought that was the case.
He has not had the opportunity to share whom he got it off of.
So, because I feel as though Willow has sort of charmed Alatar here a little bit, just by her mere existence as a hobbit and hobbits being so nice. Would it be possible for Willow, what's your charisma?
2.
Would it be possible for Willow to give Bagomir the help action and then spend a fellowship point to get advantage on this persuasion check?
I think in this particular case, no.
Darn.
But you can use the fellowship point to make it an even roll.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna do it, and I apologize in advance if this is garbage. I'm burning the fellowship point.
You've
Come
got
on.
this, Bagomir.
Power of friendship.
That puts you at 4/4 on the fellowship points.
16, not the greatest, but 16.
Alatar looks at all of you and quietly, there are many things that they could be searching for. They could be searching for a weapon. They could be searching for some type of artifacts. Maybe they were simply searching for loot. No one knows for sure.
Would a investigation of, I mean, are these tombs close by necessarily, or?
The Barrow Downs?
Yeah.
If we bring up our trusty map here,
I was gonna say,
you guys are in Bree.
Mm-hmm.
This map is brought to you by
The Barrow Downs
Yeah, scouts
are
from here, right?
to your west, heading further, closer to the Old Forest, and in the direction of the Shire from where you guys are.
Okay. I mean, it'd be worth an investigation. I would think to, I mean, if we recognize this coin as coming from, what's to say it didn't wash down from a tomb or something, and end up in the river? Is an investigation of the the Barrow Downs themselves to see what the goblins may have been looking for.
Not to interrupt you, Renor. Bowen, would you give me a, I'm going to say insight?
Yeah.
This is not at disadvantage.
Okay. So that's 3.
Also, I would, if possible, I know I'm
12.
sort of
You're just
sorry.
full of questions, ain't you, Bagomir?
Yeah.
One second.
I
1 second.
Yeah, 12 on that insight.
12. Bowen? Yeah, no. Who knows where that coin came from?
I wanted to see if I could do insight on Alatar, on him saying that it could be any number of things that they're looking for. I feel like he may know exactly what they're looking for, and he's just being cagey with us.
Give me insight.
Totally great to insight maybe our future patron. That nothing could go wrong here. 13.
With a 13, you get the idea that he is being honest with what he's given you.
Okay.
You
Keep your
you don't
secrets.
sense any outright deceit. I'll say that.
Keep your secrets then.
Farion kind of clears his throat to kind of speak up again. We need to know more. We must know more. They're searching for something. And the worst case scenario was destroyed years ago, so maybe we don't have as much to worry about as we think.
Huh.
Do we know how long they've been raiding the Barrow Downs?
Good question. Alatar kind of speaks up and just says, would say that at least within the past few years.
So the past
It
few
is-
years, they've been constantly going at the Barrow Downs. But this is the first time they've came for Bree. That tells me they're done with the Barrow Downs. They think that what they're looking for is here.
Alatar also kind of adds to it, or they're simply becoming bolder.
How far is it from the Barrow Downs to Bree? Like miles, distance, days?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
I also have a question.
Freedom units.
20. Okay, if I'm reading the map correctly, 40 miles from where you guys are right now.
So maybe day and a half's ride?
Aye, but there was only one warg.
It would not be in the direction that the goblins fled.
Oh yeah, they're north. This is west.
The goblins
Good
fled
point.
north. You would be going west.
I have a question. Would Willow have heard over the years, having lived in Bree, would she have heard of people going to the Barrow Downs for any reasons or things like that?
Yeah. I would say, oh goodness, what would be for just straight up memory? What do I want to do? I guess old lore is kind of a catch-all for that, so I'll say old lore.
Okay, not terrible, not terrible. Very nice. 16.
16. Good enough. You know that people are warned from going to the Barrow Downs. Very similar to what Renor said. You know, travelers' tales, myths of the area.
And there goes the mic.
Nope.
This glitch in the sound is brought to you by the sale at STWay Gaming. Because tonight, 30% off before the sale ends. We've only got a few hours left.
Tonight, 30% audio issues. Willow, you know that there are like myths, rumors of the Barrow Downs being haunted, but that's pretty much just been dismissed as, superstition.
As far as I know, people are warned against going over there.
Kagamir?
Well, Willow, I'm surprised you don't know this. Your cousin had a real interesting run-in at the Barrow Downs.
Oi.
And which cousin would that be?
Well, the only one that matters.
I have plenty cousins that matter. Are you referring to Bilbo, perhaps?
Mr. Frodo.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He did.
And then he ran into that bloke with the yellow hat and the blue coat.
Aye, he's a very mysterious fella. His name has not gone around that much, but
Tim Bimbado?
I believe it's pronounced Tom Bombadil.
You see for like the first time in the evening a genuine chuckle and smile from Alatar as he was. Yes, the Barrow Downs are technically within Tom Bombadil's realm, shall we say?
His domain.
Aye, all the more reason to go over there and start poking around with stuff.
Well, Tom Bombadil. I swear it was Tim. There was something interesting with him. He was above the corruption of the ring. And he has a bit of knowledge about a lot of things. Do we think he might know what they're looking for?
That's a pretty good question.
I've got a better question. Where do you find this strange man with the yellow hat?
Alatar immediately speaks up. To get to the old woods. Of course, to get to the old woods, you would have to pass through the Barrow Downs themselves from here. You get to the old woods, you should be able to find Tom Bombadil.
I mean, sounds like a whole bunch of things are checking out like an adventure towards the Barrow Downs and to Bombadil.
Sounds like we're headed west.
What it feels like to me.
What about here? Who's going to protect Bree?
You see as the other ranger who answered the door and who has been silent this entire time kind of clears his throat and goes, I've sent word to my brothers. Bree will be protected.
My cousins are in town. I'm sure they can assist as well.
Alatar kind of thinks for a moment. I will stay here.
It'd be good to know where to find you.
Alatar kind of, I will stay with Farion, and I will protect Bree while you lot venture west.
Hey,
Wonder if I should write a letter to me uncle.
If there's any bit of this mystery you could unravel, I would be forever grateful.
I suppose we'll do our very best.
Carry on. Looking at you, Bowen, and then over to Bagomir. Let me see here. I'm looking for something specific. One moment.
Take your time.
$73. For those of you playing the home game. Bowen.
Yes.
You see his Therion kind of nods over at his ranger compatriot, and he says, "You're through. Grab my things." And you see as the other ranger carries, like, he takes his his adventurer's pack, brings it over to him. This might actually do you lot better than it did me. And he gives Bagomir Sorry, I was looking up something. He gives you guys one herbalism kit, and Bagomir, you specifically, I'm not finding the one I'm looking for. I apologize. This is my fault. I thought I had this marked, and I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Basically, it is a longsword.
Okay.
It is a ranger's longsword. And it's going to be a +1.
Let's go.
And you kind of get the idea, Bagomir, that he's basically, these will do you more good than me at this point.
I mean, is there anything left to discuss rather than just get us a long rest and get ready to hit the road?
Bagomir just sort of holds the blade and sort of admires it for a moment, and
It appears
very
to be of Gondorian steel, but it has several runes that are, they should be known to you. Forgive me, the word, it's late, guys, and the word is escaping me.
You're all right.
Okay, basically, it's written in the old tongue of Rohan.
Oh, snap.
It was, which is interesting because, like I said, it's Gondorian steel, but on the hilt, the handguard is written in the old Rohan script, and and you can translate it. It
Okay.
is something that is basically it reads as common to you.
Okay.
And it basically says, horseman's smite. Don't get too excited. That's not
It's not that kind of smite.
not that kind of smite. I know we're
Yeah,
all
no.
D&D fans.
I figured.
Rats.
No.
Yeah. But it's horseman's smite written around the handguard, and it is very intricate. And now, Bagomir, you kind of see Farion with a little different eye, in that this ranger appears to be half of the blood of Dunedain and half of Rohan.
So he'll just admire it, and he's very he recognizes the history behind this blade and this man. And knowing that he's not long for this world, Bagomir very, very gently reaches out and places his hand on Farion's forehead. And he says, "May the road rise up to meet you, and the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may Iluvatar hold you in the palm of his hand."
As you take your hand away, you see as Farion's eyes have closed.
Did I just kill him?
You did not kill him, no. But with those final words, he did pass.
Willow bows her head respectfully. Did everyone just freeze?
No,
Yeah.
It got real somber.
Yeah.
It's a very
I-
IRL moment of silence right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I
So-
just saw 3 people not moving, and I'm like, okay, one's moving.
I'll end it by saying that Alatar speaks and says, "May all men of the West fight as bravely and meet such a noble end as this man." And you note as all of the candles in the room reignite with blue flame, which sets a somber tone. And I think that will be where we end tonight's episode.
Yeah, that's a
We
really
will
good episode.
we will begin again, and you guys can prepare to leave and head towards the Barrow Downs and see if you can find some answers as to what these goblins are looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Have some beef Wellington with those folks.
Oh yeah. Bowen's gonna have a not so nice conversation with them. But whew, what a good session. Ladies
It
and
was a lot of
gentlemen,
fun.
thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. This has been a fantastic evening. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitch. Saw a couple of you in the chat talking about the stream. view count looked great, so thank you for your supports. We will be back, hopefully barring any complications. We'll be back next week. Same time, same channel, 8 o'clock Friday night, Central Standard Time for anyone not watching here in the DFW. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping Kirbside.